Hello students, you have already learned about concept of profit and loss appropriation account. Can you list down the items which are recorded on the debit side of profit and loss appropriation account? Yes, partner's salary, interest on partner's capital, partner's commission, transfer to the reserve and divisible profits. Today we will discuss an important item which is recorded on the debit side of profit and loss account, that is interest on capital. So before calculating interest on capital, you have to consider few things. Let's discuss those things. Interest on capital is normally calculated on opening capital. So first thing that you need to keep in mind is that interest on capital is to be calculated on the opening capital, that is capital at the beginning of the year. So in case in the question it is given closing capital, if closing capital or capital at the end is given in the question, then you will have to first calculate opening capital. And how will you do so? By applying the formula. I'm sure you all have studied this formula of closing capital in your class 11. How do you find your closing capital? When you add additional capital and profit to the opening capital and you deduct drawings or losses from that opening capital, you will come at closing capital. So from this formula we can derive the formula for opening capital also. So here is formula for opening capital is given, which you have to apply in case closing capital is given in the question. So first thing that you have to keep in mind is that interest on capital is calculated on the opening capital. So if opening capital is given in the question, well and good. But if closing capital is given in the question, you have to first calculate opening capital by applying this formula. Closing capital minus additional capital plus drawings minus profits or plus losses. The second thing that you need to keep in mind is that interest on capital is not necessarily calculated for whole 1 year. Interest on capital is to be provided for the time period for which it has been invested in the business. So second important point is related to the time period for which the capital has remained invested in the business. So these two things you have to keep in mind. Let's understand it better with the help of some examples. So here is our first question. Shiksha and Shubham are partners in a firm. On 1st April 2019, their capitals are rupees 40,000 and rupees 20,000. So here are their capitals given on what date? 1st April 2019. And as you can see from the question, it is your opening capital. So it is already given in the question opening capital. We do not have to apply the formula for opening capital. Next, on 1st August 2019. So their capital balance were given on 1st April. On 1st August 2019, that is after how many months? April, May, June and July. After 4 months, they are making change in their capital. So this 40,000 and 30,000 has been in the business for 4 months. After 4 months, there is some change. On 1st August 2019, they introduced as in they have made additional contribution in the form of capital in the business. So they have additional capital of rupees 5,000 and 4,000. Then Shubham withdrew rupees 15,000 from his capital on 1st March 2020. So Shubham has again made a change in his capital after how many months? August, September, October, November, December, January, and February. That is, after 7 months, Shubham is again making change in his capital. He is withdrawing rupees 15,000 from his capital. You have to calculate interest on capital. Rate of interest is given. How much? 6% per annum. You have to calculate interest on capital. So I hope the question is clear. Now let's discuss how to attempt answer for such kinds of question. First, we will take up interest on capital of Shiksha. So what is given in the question? On 1st April 2019, capital balance of Shiksha was showing at rupees 40,000. And after how many months that capital changed? After 4 months, that is April, May, June, and July. So for 4 months, 40,000 of Shiksha has remained invested with the business. So let's calculate interest on this 40,000 first. So for 4 months, 40,000, and what is the interest rate? 6%. So it will come out to be 800. Then on 1st August, Shiksha has introduced further capital of rupees 5,000. If Shiksha has made addition to his capital, how much will be his new capital? It will be 40,000 plus 5,000. It will be 45,000. And she has not made any change in further months. So 45,000 for 8 months at the rate of 6%. This will be 1,800. So for first 4 months, Shiksha's interest on capital came out to be rupees 800, and for next 8 months, her interest on capital came out to be rupees 1,800. So what will be her total interest on capital? It will be rupees 2,600. 800 plus rupees 1,800 will be rupees 2,600. Similarly, we can find interest on capital for Shubham as well. In the beginning, his capital was rupees 30,000. This 30,000 has remained invested for 4 months. So 30,000 into 4 by 12 into 6 by 100, it will be 600. After 4 months, that is on 1st August, Shubham has made addition rupees 4,000. Now his new capital will be 30,000 plus 4,000, 34,000 for 7 months. Why 7 months? Because on 1st March, he has again changed his capital. So from 1st August to 1st March, it will be 7 months. It will come out to be rupees 1,190. On 1st March, he has withdrawn rupees 15,000 from his capital. So 34,000 minus 15,000 will be 19,000. 19,000 is his new capital, and it has remained in the business for 1 month because books are being closed on 31st March. So from 1st March to 31st March, 1 month. 19,000 multiplied by 1 by 12 multiplied by 6 by 100, it will be rupees 95. So what will be the total interest on capital for Shubham? Rupees 600 plus rupees 1190 plus rupees 95. It will be rupees 1,885. So in this question, what was important was time period for which the capital has remained invested in the business. Let's proceed to next question. A and B are partners and their profit sharing ratio are 3:1. Their capital at the end. So यहाँ पे we have closing capital at the end. How much? 60,000 and 30,000. So first what we need to do, we need to calculate opening capital, and for that what was the formula? Closing capital less additional capital at drawings less profits. So we have to apply this formula and get opening capital first. So in question, how much closing capital is given? 60,000 for A and 30,000 for B. Their drawings are given. We can put it in the formula. Drawings will be added 8,000 and 4,000 respectively. Then profits are given rupees 8,000. In which ratio were they distributed? 3:1. So we will deduct profit 6,000 and 2,000. 3/4 of 8,000 will be 6,000 and 1/4 of 8,000 will be 2,000. B had brought additional capital 7,000. So we will deduct this additional capital. By applying this formula, we will get opening capital of rupees 62,000 for A and rupees 25,000 for B. So since in this question closing capital was given, we first calculated opening capital. So now we have opening capital, we can calculate interest on capital now. First, we will calculate interest on capital for partner A. What was his opening capital? Rupees 62,000. And what is the interest rate? 12%. Now let's talk about B partner. So his opening capital was 25,000, but he has also introduced some additional capital on 1st October. So we will calculate interest on 25,000 for first 6 months, that is from 1st April to 30th September, and then we will add additional capital, that is 25,000 plus 7,000, and we will calculate interest on capital on new capital 32,000 for next 6 months, that is from 1st October to 31st March. So total interest on capital for partner B will be rupees 1,500 plus rupees 1,920. It will be rupees 3,420. So hope these topics were clear to you. I have added 2 questions for you to practice.